let's talk about those Steelers who got manhandled by the Bills. Aaron Rodgers looks like he went half around with Mike Tyson. Aaron Rodgers, the entire Steelers team. Mike Tomlin looked as old as his team. Watching Hayward taunt Josh Allen, watching the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, watching the lack of ability to stop the Bills, watching Aaron Rodgers as the maybe ultimate example, though there are a lot of old players, aren't there, Coca, who just try to hang on. You have to rip the uniform off them, and their career ends in a sputter. We always wonder, like, why aren't there more Jimmy Browns? Why aren't there more people who retire at the height of their career? And the answer is when you have what's inside you to be as competitive as you need to be great in anything, that competitive nature that you have also has a blinding effect. It blinds you into believing that you are what you were. It tricks your body into thinking that it can do things it can no longer do. Because the mind, short of being sick, the mind will always be behind the body. That's how it's supposed to be, at least. The mind is always not going to be the place that will tell the body, that's it, you're good. Think about you if you're a Sunday rec player. You like playing a little pickup. You go play pickleball. You go play tennis. You go play basketball. You go running. Your mind tells you you're good. And then you wake up the next morning or you pull a hammy and you say, wait a minute, my body, it's not working for me. That's where Aaron Rodgers is. Aaron Rodgers believes he can still be a competitive quarterback in the National Football League. He can't. He is not one of the top 32 people who should be leading a team. Russell Wilson went through this, where he kept getting starting jobs, and then all of a sudden he'd be benched because Russell Wilson was not Russell Wilson anymore. Aaron Rodgers, instead of being a man, instead of just acknowledging, you know what? I'm not playing well. You know what? I'm not playing well because I'm not who I used to be. You know what? I'm not playing well, and I'm not who I used to be, and therefore I am not the right person to lead a team to a win. A very logical step of thought process. Nope, that's not what Aaron Rodgers did. After losing to the Bills, he went crazy. He went cuckoo. He started calling out all of his wide receivers. He actually said to the media, when there's film sessions, everybody shows up. When I check to a route, you do the right route. We have our meetings every week. We have other opportunities outside the facility, and I look forward to seeing all the boys there. Does that sound familiar to you? Have you heard of another player calling out his team or a coach calling out his team for players missing meetings or for players not pulling the same direction? How did that end? Do you think what's going on is the wide receivers are running the wrong routes because they don't know the playbook? The wide receivers are not going to the pre-game meetings, and the coaching staff, Mike Tomlin, the great Hall of Famer, Mike Tomlin, doesn't insist on players showing up to do their job? You think the Steelers are in a position where they're coasting given the season they're having? I'm just not sure I understand what Aaron Rodgers was doing, why he felt the need to call out his wide receivers. As a teammate, we would, once in a while as a front office, go to a teammate and say, hey, just do us a solid. When you meet the media, just make sure you signal that you're looking for better effort from your team. Make sure you signal that you would like players, your teammates, to perform better or to respect the game or to run out ground balls or whatever happens during a particular game. There are moments we will go to a player to get a message to other players. But it's rare, few and far between. There is no chance, toilet pants, that Mike Tomlin went to Aaron Rodgers after that game and said, Aaron, do me a solid. Go get the wide receivers and put them on blast. Go talk to the media and let the world know that we are dysfunctional without players doing their jobs. Does that sound like Mike Tomlin to you? Is there any scenario under which that Aaron Rodgers would be the mouthpiece to a message to the rest of the team? You've got to choose your players wisely when you do that. You have to. And guess what? Aaron Rodgers is not the right medium to get a message out to the rest of the team. That would require that Aaron Rodgers is some sort of leader. When there were players on the Steelers asked about Rodgers' comments, one of them, Hayward, I believe, Coca, said, hey, ask Aaron. Little hint. When you go as a member of the media and you go to a player or a coach and the response given to you is, hey, ask the guy, that means there's an issue going on in the clubhouse. Because if there is no issue, when you ask someone about someone else, they answer and they say, listen, this isn't about the wide receivers. This isn't about the defense. This isn't about Aaron Rodgers. This is about our team coming together and playing to the best of our ability. That's the comment and the quote that you would hear from a team that's together without dysfunction. When you've got a team that has a divisive member in the clubhouse, which we told you Aaron Rodgers would be, you get an answer of, hey, ask him. In my experience, and it's happened to me both ways, when you get an ask him response, your season is sunk like a battleship. The Pittsburgh Steelers are finished. It is true they're 6-6. It is true they could still win the AFC North, except they won't. I promise.